What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Um, my name is Nightmare, Z-True Nightmare, or or Scott, whatever you want to call me. Um, I'm going straight into this recording. I'm not editing, I'm not scripting. I wanted this to be as, honestly, as true to the heart as I could possibly make it. And so that's why there's no editing in this video, or there's no cuts or takes. This is first time, first go. The first thing I'd like to say is I'm sorry for the inactivity. I've been inactive for way too long, whether it be on Twitch, on YouTube, or just on social media in general. I've been somewhat active on social media, but compared to what I've used to be, I'm pretty much closing myself off. So I apologise for that. The second thing I want to talk about is why I have been inactive. So, as a lot of you who watch my streams know, or follow me on Twitter, I last September 2018, I lost my dad to a heart attack. It was just a couple days before my birthday. Well, a month before my birthday, I guess. And it killed me. It really did. By doctor's orders, I doubled up on my antidepressants, which I'm still taking to this day. I'm sorry if I stutter a lot. It's not easy on me. So I lost my dad, and I cut myself off. I did a charity stream for him, and tried to raise as much money as I could for the British Heart Foundation and Diabetes UK, because obviously he was a diabetes sufferer. I'm now going to do the same for my mum, who I had to lay to rest on the 29th of this month of 29th of May 2019. It's the 31st of the day of recording this. She had committed suicide. She hung herself. In short, I'm not going to go into detail on it, but life got to her too much, and she couldn't handle it anymore. Not even a year apart, and I lost both of my parents. I still have my stepdad, and they're putting up with me like all hell. It's me, my two brothers, well, my three brothers technically, my stepdad and my stepmom. I also have my nan and my cousins and uncles and everyone. But the two people who were there as my emotional and physical anchors, my mum and my dad, are no longer in my life at the age of 20. As a lot of you know, I suffer pretty badly with depression myself. I've been to where my mum was countless times, and honestly, it's hard to continue the way it is. Everyone's like, try and get help, speak to people, blah blah blah. I've been to counselling God knows how many times. It doesn't help me. It's just made it worse. It's made it worse a few times, and it's not good. I've been putting on a fucking smile for everyone, because I always try and put people before me. words can't even begin to explain just how bad I'm feeling. I'm not in a good mindset. I'm really not. And currently, it's just me and my stepdad living where it was used to be me, my stepdad, and my mum. And in all honesty, I feel worse for my stepdad because he's the one who had to cut my mum down. He's the one who found her the way she was. And I can't even begin to think how that made him feel. We don't have much money. That's one of the reasons she did this. She couldn't cope with the debt that she had been left because of exes that had just treated her absolutely shit. It was debt. It was just stress, everything. Just it finally got into her. She left behind 3 boys, including myself. Me being 20, my full blood brother Jordan, who is 18, and my stepbrother Charlie, who is 10 or 11. And we all miss our mum, really. I apologise for the camera quality. It's not going to be the best. I tried to get it as high as possible, but it's a shit cam. But honestly, I'm starting to lose my fight with depression. Day in, day out, every morning I wake up, and I don't know if I can make that through the day. The only thing that keeps me going is that small thought, that small voice in the back of my head that says people are hearing, they care. But even that's starting to get drowned out. I'm not planning on doing anything. I can't. To say the least, I'm too weak for that. I don't have it in me to do anything like that. And I promised my family, I promised my mum I wouldn't. And I plan to keep that promise. To me, my dad was my physical support. He's the one who always pushed me to do better, to better myself. Whereas my mum was my emotional support. She's the one who helped me through times like this. When I couldn't see the light. When it was just darkness and fog. When the thoughts tried to overpower me. My mum was the one who was there for me. And I was there for her. And knowing that that's the way she went, honestly, it made me feel like I didn't do enough for her. And I can't even begin to explain how that just drove a nail right into my skull. Great, there's snow all over my hand now. Again, I want to say sorry to everyone for just blocking you guys out. I don't talk to any. This is the first time I'm fully opening up about my mental state and what's fully happening in my life currently. I'm unemployed at the age of 20. I have no transport, My dad, my stepdad is doing his best to support us as best he can, and it's not much. We don't have much. Literally everything in this room is what is my life. This house and my mum's car, which is still parked on the drive, are all we have left. And we're trying to keep the house. We're trying as hard as we can. We're getting help with it, as little help as we can. And my stepdad and my nan are both trying to get me on the road as soon as possible to help me look for, well, basically to help my search for work increase. Obviously, because as it stands right now, my Twitch or my YouTube don't nearly make the income required to have a sustainable source of money from them. And honestly, I don't plan them to have that any time in the near future. Come on, man up, Scott. I'm gonna be, once I've got a bit more grip on myself, because I don't have a very good one at the moment. But once I have a better grip on myself, I'll be doing a live stream in honor of my mum, like I did for my dad. But for this, just any suicide prevention charity that I can find. I might even just leave it up for everyone to decide if they want to donate to a charity that is a suicide prevention charity, then please do. This life is shit, honestly. It throws everyone through fucking hurdles and shit, and it's not easy for anyone. This is something I wouldn't wish even on my worst enemy. So even someone who I wished dead, I wouldn't wish this on. No one deserves to go through what I have been through. And if you have, I seriously apologise for what you go through. Because I know firsthand it's not easy. I'm always here for my friends, for my family, but everyone I care about, I always put them in front of myself. Because that's who I am. But like I said, once I've got a fix on my head, or at least I'm a bit more mentally stable, I'm going to be doing a stream. It'll be a 24-hour one, or at least I'll try and do a 24-hour one for suicide prevention. You don't have to donate. It's all optional, but even stopping in for any time at all, just to show some support, would be greatly appreciated. I'll also be back to doing my videos as much as I can. Life hasn't been easy. Don't take it for granted. Cherish the people who brought you into this world. Even if you fucking hate their guts, they brought you into this world. They're the people, you may not think they love you or care about you, but even if they act like they don't, somewhere in their heart they do, because they're your parents. They brought you into this world. Make the most out of them as you can. If you're adopted, or you were an orphan and you were adopted, then make the most out of the parents that you have. Because they chose you. They chose to take care of you and look after you and be there for you. I know this video has probably dragged on for way too long, and I want to say thank you to everyone who has been there for me, supported me, even some people I didn't think would even acknowledge anything, such as people like, oh fuck God, I don't really want to name names because it's just not right. But there's some big YouTubers out there, some big streamers out there who have helped me through some really shit times, and they continue to do so, even with only their content. So I want to thank them for being able to put a smile on my face, even when I can't. I don't think I can. I want to put a huge thank you to all the friends who I have in the Discord, who I've known for God knows how long. I want to thank you all for just standing by me and being there for me, even when I'm in a shit state like this. And I want to thank the few family that I have left for helping me cope. I'm not the greatest guy in the world. Don't think I am. But I do everything to put people in front of myself. Because to me, my friends and family come first before all else. And I know that's not healthy sometimes. I know you should focus on yourself as well, but it's just who I am as a person. So, to everyone who is watching this and who has watched this all the way through without skipping, I want to say thank you just for being there for me. This video is not going to be monetized. I'm not going to make anything off this. None of my videos are ever monetized. But this is a thank you to everyone who has stuck by me, and an apology for the complete radio silence from me. This video has been hell to make. It's fucking taken a lot of strength for me to even talk about this. And Mum and Dad, if you can hear me, if there is an afterlife, I love you both, and I hope you guys are happy up there. And I'll try and do my best to do you both proud. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.